Just to put the House on notice and to inform members of the House that in the North Leinster area, including Dublin, that the HSE Ambulance Service has been restricted. That's, to give you an example, that every Tuesday the Swords base in Lisson Hall, which had 24/7 advanced paramedic cover, the ambulance is now stood down for 12 hours between 7 AM and 7 PM. That covers a region of about 400,000 people. So the people of North Dublin and the surrounding area would be advised not to have a heart attack on a Tuesday morning and wait till 7 o'clock that evening, not to have a serious incident or a car crash in that period of time. Worse than that is that our cover in the North Dublin area comes from Tallaght that day, and on another day of the week the Swords base covers Tallaght and as far south as Loughlinstown. Now, these are cuts that have actually happened. They were implemented on the 4th of September, that I've written to the Minister about, there's no comment on, that affect thousands, hundreds of thousands of people in the whole North Leinster area. So I'm asking you, Leader, to arrange as soon as possible to have the Minister for Health or one of his juniors in, maybe the junior minister that's speaking to him at the moment, Kathleen Lynch, could come in here and address the situation as to why these cuts are allowed to proceed when in one of the stations we have a €250,000 brand new ambulance that is sitting idle for 12 hours on a Tuesday, and the cover is being withdrawn should sick leave happen. That last Saturday and Sunday evening in the North Dublin area there was no paramedic ambulance cover at all. And this is a very, very serious issue. Can I move on quickly to ask you that in the next week or two to arrange a debate with Minister Richard Bruton, that is, on the Jobs Initiative and the progress with the Jobs Initiative. To remind people here that we are taking €500 million a year for 4 years from people who are saving for their pensions and for their retirement. €2 billion over 4 years where we and your government are actually raiding from private pensions. We see the CSO figures yesterday. Long-term unemployment is at the highest rate, but one particularly interesting aspect of that is the sector that the Minister himself, by reducing PRSI and by reducing VAT, was looking to, himself said, to support was the wholesalers and retail sector in particular, that shed 5,000 jobs in the last quarter. Now, we really need to know, we raised an issue at the time that the Jobs Initiative would not actually be tracked, that we're taking money from private pensions to give reductions in VAT and PRSI to certain sectors, and we're not tracking whether that's actually working or not. And I do think it would be worthwhile for this House to have a debate on unemployment, but specifically about the measures the government had taken last year and why they're not working, and we might be able to feed in some ideas that we have. And the very final point I would ask you here, and thanks for your indulgence, is this. I intend to move the bill which I mentioned to you on Pyrite, the home remediation, which amends the statute of limitations for those who are affected by Pyrite. But there are two things the Minister for the Environment needs to answer very, very quickly. The Pyrite report was issued before the summer. I attended the committee meeting. Again, to remind people, this could potentially affect 70,000 people on the east coast of Ireland. There's one issue that the Minister actually asked that all stakeholders report to him by the end of September, which is about 11 days away, by the end of September, about what measures they are going to take. Now, I would like to know from the Minister, have those stakeholders met? Leader, maybe you could find out. And are we on track for potential solutions to be published by the end of September, or are we going to have a situation where we had a report on Pyrite delayed for 8 months? So I would very much appreciate if you could seek from the Minister for the Environment an update on how they're getting on with regard to solutions for the Pyrite problem. Thank you.